Greetings and welcome to the face reading secrets of the people in the news. I would like to remind you, if you're interested in the subject of face reading, you can watch on YouTube my introduction to face reading and face reading 101, part 1, part 2. Today is our face reading session number 10. I will be talking about Warren Buffett. He has not been on the news lately, but he is an interesting person to look into. Remember, first we do the reading of the face, that stands for people's personality, and then we'll look into the temperament, which tells us about people's innate characteristics, the real person behind the mask, so to speak. We know Warren Buffett of today, his face, look, on the lower right. We know about his financial accomplishments, his persona, his wisdom. So what I would like to do is to demonstrate how all these characteristics are embodied in his appearance. It looks like Buffett's face morphed a lot with age. Let's look for a moment at younger Warren. Here he is on picture 1 at the age of 8, 9 or 10, the oldest, little Saturn. That is already willful, organized, meticulous, possibly stubborn. Look at those eyebrows straight across, independent, the big ears. At the young age, following the beat of his own drum. Interesting, on picture 2, Buffett is a college student. As you can see, his face is almost a Mercury, triangular. Remember, fast mind, entertaining, needing attention, appreciation. Though with those deep-set eyes, he probably kept all this to himself. On picture 3, he is a few years older, a young investor. It looks to me his face is morphing slowly into a Venus face. That is reconciliatory, resourceful, peace-loving, let's make love not war kind of a guy. But already in picture 2 and 3, you see the upper lip becomes significantly thinner than the lower. That is, he begins to keep what he really thinks, what is really inside and important to himself. Now see him on the upper left of his this display, and that's where he is in his 30s, the widow's peak, the charmer, which goes well with him being a Mercury at the younger age. But in the next picture, upper level in the middle, Buffett begins to morph into a Venus with the sun forehead, interested in social causes, working for peace, caring, loving. Then he goes into his 60s, upper right. Now he is totally a Venus, all the way through his 70s, and stays that way till the last picture. As he reaches his 80s, his face is becoming, guess what? Mars. There is a difference between a young Mars, remember the most action-oriented of all personalities, impatient, courageous, ready to fight, has a short fuse, that's a young Mars. But a person who becomes Mars at older age, sometime after they're 70, is very different. This person can morph into a Mars from almost any face. At that age, they simply begin to care less about what others think about them and become just straight shooters. Tell you what they think, holding nothing back, ready to put up a fight because they have nothing to lose. And that's what Buffett is now. But let's look at his temperament, what his innate qualities are, what he came into this world with, and what governs his inner motives. Warren Buffett's profile may reveal to us really this secret of his success. As you can see on picture 1, he's bilious. The forehead and the chin are on the same level, the corner of the jaw, see the green arrow, is also bilious. And what do we know about the bilious temperament? His mind is very active, always geared towards solving problems and overcoming challenges. He is willful, organized, long-distance runner in every possible way. He sees problems everywhere, but gets excited about finding ways to solve them. But now look at the picture 2. You can see clearly the bow-like shape of Buffett's profile, which qualifies him as having a nervous cast. Remember from the Face Reading 101 Part 1, nervous cast signifies that the person has much quicker mind than an average person, much more creative and sensitive as well. That is in addition to all the qualities of the bilious that we described already. That goes well with the nervous cast is also the ability to communicate well if needed. See the space between tragus and antitragus is quite wide, those two blue arrows. Another interesting feature of his ear is that it is quite large and in the shape that we call Buddha ear. That is a person who has achieved an inner equilibrium, inner balance. But wait, it's not all. With age, Mr. Buffett gained some weight and moved into picture 3, lymphatic temperament. Yes, he's still bilious with a nervous cast, but see a red arrow, see the flash under the jaw? That's what makes him lymphatic. So in the last 10 years, Buffett added to his temperament greater tolerance, slower pace, benevolence, and the ability to be a visionary, which in finances he has been for a long time anyway. Most of the time a person has 1 or 2 temperaments, the most. But very infrequently someone has 3 or even 4 temperaments in one, like Buffett, 3 temperaments. They can easily utilize qualities of either temperament upon the need of circumstances. Remember, the more temperaments you can contain within yourself, the more you can really understand others, relating to them on personal level, from personal experience, and speaking their language. Well, for now it's all about Warren Buffett. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.